good evening, one and all. We're here today at the home of cricket.
Well, it's probably going to be a good batting surface throughout this match. It might just favour the team putting the pads on first.
These two teams always produce some great...
Cummins coming in.
Whacked away.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4. How will he reply?
Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Nicely played. Runs 1.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crashed away for 4. How will the bowler respond?
Now, great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. Certainly needs to build an innings for the team. Brilliant shot there.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Gone. Great catch. Quick reactions. Didn't time it at all and mid-on with an easy catch.
Such a disappointment. A lot of people here at the ground would have been looking forward to seeing this innings. As it is, they've got to walk back, barely troubling the scorers.
Sharma waited on that and guides it down to 3rd. Fielder coming around, may stop it before the boundary.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Good pick up, big chance. Pandya ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Misses everything. Oh boy, that's a maximum. I want to know how far that's gone. Came right off the meat of the bat.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
Timed that perfectly.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot. Might look to go big again here.
And a fine take by the fielder at deep cover point. It was in the air for some time, but they've held on to it well. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled, and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Drilled that one away. Good stop. Probably managed to prevent 4 runs. Fantastic running. Turned 2 into 3 there. Yadav taking guard. Has been playing really well in recent matches. Certainly needs to bring their A game today. Wow, that's missed a lot. Finds the fielder with that shot. No. Terrible shot. Doesn't beat the infield. Needs a direct hit. Oh, great run out.
A good innings, weathered some good bowling and scored freely when given the opportunity, but couldn't keep it going and will head back disappointed.
Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Slapped away through cover point, given a bit of width, and it was punished.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Oh, great shot.
You give that much width and you are asking for trouble. That was so well timed, it flew over the boundary.
Nearly gets the edge. Hazelwood with a great delivery there. Really playing all their shots that over. Very expensive.
4 overs gone and it's a very good start to this run chase. Excellent power play so far.
Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off.
That was a lovely strike down the ground. Managed it so easily.
Great shot, through the gap. Cuts that off well in the infield. That's 4 all the way. Beautiful shot.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller and they've been put away.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Cummins straight through them. Batter was late on that one.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. End of the over, 10 off it. India, a 53 for 4.
So that's 5 down in the power play and the bowlers have been getting the treatment by these batters. They're doing it with ease.
Can't get that outside the ring field. The bowler looks really confident. Brilliant shot there.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played. 4 runs all the way.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Good shot. A beauty.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Timed to perfection.
Over. India, 62 for 4.
The captain can now put 5 fielders outside the circle.
Verma watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Oh, what a brilliant catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. There's a chance if it hits. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though.
Really getting to the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
It's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. Straight to the fielder. Gone, nowhere near making it. Oh, simple run out.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Beats the field with a great shot. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Zampa ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket.
They've done well. Sometimes after the power play, the run rate can drop a bit, but the batters have kept up the intent they had early on, and this run chase looks secure.
Outside edge, but it'll be safe, and another boundary. The bowler is in disbelief on that one. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? What a catch. And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Goes over the top with that shot. Oh, what a great piece of fielding. 4 runs saved for sure. That's fine work by these two, putting the pressure back onto the fielders. Drilled that one away. Late cut, straight to the fielder. A direct hit and this could be gone. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Off the middle of the bat.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat, and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope.
Really good over, takes a wicket and keeps it tight. Somehow they've got to find some boundaries. Caught first ball of the new over. What a disappointment. Simple as you like, the batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
That's number 9 down. The bowling's been good so far. The 10th shouldn't be too long in coming, you'd think.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Marsh with a huge appeal.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
Ten runs added in that over. India a 91 for 9.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Perfectly timed. That's a stunning stop. That was going all the way otherwise. Got that away nicely.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Smacks that away through the gap.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Beats the field with a great shot. Trouble.
Patel watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Over the infield with a cracking shot. Huge over, 20 runs out of there. India, 111 for 9.
Kept the heat on throughout this innings so far. Really good batting. The next few overs could tell the tale of just how big this score will be.
Misses everything.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Cummins, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Edged. Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot. A good innings, that's 50. A simple raise of the bats. Thumbs up to their batting partner, and they're ready to go again.
Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot. Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
Abbott from the nursery end. Finds the fielder with that shot. Goes over the top with that shot.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crashed away for 4. You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
That's a confident appeal. Drilled that one away. End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. India 141 for 9.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Zampa coming back into the attack. Got that away nicely.
still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through. Patel watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
End of the over. 3 runs coming off it. India are 144 for 9.
They had a great foundation early on and they've carried it forward to make a big total.
Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder.
Good footwork behind the stumps, taking it cleanly. No interest, though, from the batter.
Gone. Takes it easy and seals the win.
That's it. They're all out. Amazing bowling display. I feel victory was only a matter of time. And so...